Hello everyone, I am Lee Campbell. I am the director of the poetry film See Me, A Walk Through London's Gay Soho 1994 and 2020. Thank you so much to the Hombres Videopoetry Award for selecting my film as a finalist, and fingers crossed for the success of the film with that award. So a little bit about my video poetry. A lot of my poems, and then which are made into poetry films, have a lot to do with my own identity as a gay man. It also speaks a lot about my memory and things from my past, and reflecting on how those things from my past might have changed or may have stayed the same, and looking at my current life and current situation. The film See Me deals with the theme of the award, The New Abandoned Places. I think by me walking around a specific area of London, it's Soho, and where a lot of gay people come together and socialise, go to bars, drink, go to clubs. It's a real haven for the gay community. And there's a particular street which is shown in the film called Old Compton Street, where there are many pubs that gay people, mainly gay men, go to. And when I first came to London, like I say in the film, I went to that part of London and felt very excited and very liberated being in that part of London with people that were like me. And it was also a time of incredible uncertainty because I wasn't out, meaning that I didn't share my sexuality with other people, or certainly not with my family and my close friends. But then slowly over time when I did, the area became it still became very important to me as a place to socialise and meet people. Then, of course, in 2020, so many, many years later, so when I first came to the area, like I say in the film in 1994, many, many, many years later in 2020, of course, we know what happened in the world with the COVID-19 pandemic. And I walked around the streets of gay Soho, and it was a really strange experience, like I share in the film. These spaces which have such a lot of energy, laughter, music, dancing, singing, but people being seen, gay people being seen, being visible, not hiding themselves. To me, seeing these pubs, these spaces closed, abandoned, was very, very sad and very emotional. And I think in the first lockdown in 2020, when I made this film, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know how long the lockdown was going to last for. So it was like almost like a dystopia. Walking around this space which was so animated and so important to me, and seeing, like I say again in the film, seeing these spaces closed was quite painful and quite sad. But it also made me reflect on other things. Now, when I first came to that part of London in my 20s, and now I'm in my mid-40s, that area has a different kind of meaning for me. I don't go there to, find a boyfriend, because I'm already in a relationship, so I don't have the same kind of relationship with that space that I did maybe 20, 25 years ago. And so to walk around this space still with a lot of importance for me and for a lot of other people, where can queer people be visible? And I think that's when the internet and sort of online social media spaces, because we couldn't go out, we were physically in lockdown. We had to stay in our flats, in our houses, in our homes. We could go maybe a little distance, like I could go to the centre of the city, but we couldn't go far. We couldn't go to another country. For me, because of these spaces now being not available to us physically, that's where my understanding of the queer community online really accelerated, and I actually started to make a lot of poetry online. In fact, I'd begun writing poetry online. So despite the fact that these spaces then abandoned, there was also another potential for me to find a different kind of space online. But now, of course, we've moved back. We're out of lockdown, and we have been for several months here in the UK. And now the spaces are back again. People are drinking, people are laughing, people are going there for music, to socialise, look for relationships, sex, whatever. There was almost a melancholy at that time 2 years ago in 2020 that made us reflect and to make us think about what we've lost, but also what we've gained. So thank you again so much, everyone, for selecting See Me, and I look forward to seeing what happens with the film and the final competition result. Thank you.